You're listening to Faith Business Media. My name is Lee Beard, and today we're having a conversation with Jeff Smith. Jeff, thanks so much for being with us. I'd like to get your thoughts on your journey with your faith in the marketplace.
Well, to call the journey, to me, it's an appropriate word because there's no finish line, and to me, the marketplace and faith are inseparable. I feel like God called me to be a marketplace pastor when He put me in the marketplace, and they're inseparable. I can't separate my faith from my business because it would compromise who I am, and I have to be true to who I am, which is a disciple of Jesus Christ, all the time, both at home and work and in play. And it's actually very freeing to be able to just be me all the time. And so I believe that the marketplace really is the greatest opportunity for harvest out there, even more so than pastors have in a church, because in the marketplace, we get a chance to reflect Christ in a world that often believes you can't be a Christian or follow Christian values and be successful in business. And for me, I love being able to bring my faith into business and watch God bless it. I don't have the stress of trying to figure out how to be successful. I try to put wisdom and strategy and all those things covered in prayer into practice, but then I trust God for the results. And I don't feel responsibility for the results. And then we get to be a light and a witness before other people. And I think that's the greatest testimony. The greatest way to spread the gospel is you don't have to speak it. You can just live it out in front of them. And that's what we get to do every day, or I get to do. My wife and I get to do every day through our businesses.
Well, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the heart of that. But how did you get started? Give us just a quick version of how you got to this point.
Well, the way I got started, my family owned an Orthodox funeral home, and I'm third generation. When I finished school, my dad told me I was not welcome to come work in the business. He said, you need to go somewhere else and figure out if this is for you and make your mistakes and grow and mature somewhere else. And then if this is for you, you'll come back to it, which was great counsel. And about the time that occurred, actually, I went through a personal trial in my life, and it was in that trial that I became a believer, a disciple of Jesus. And about 7 or 8 years later, my dad came back to me and asked me if I was interested, would I still be interested in coming back in the family business. I did so. So by the time I re-entered into our family business, I was a believer at that point. And really, I've always, especially since I came in with the intention of one day buying the business for my father, which I did, my wife and I always came in with the mindset of we wanted to give back. We wanted to be a ministry. And I've always felt called, since I became a believer, that leading in business, for me, that God, I just recognized that God wired me up to be a leader in business, and that was going to be my greatest opportunity to help spread the gospel. So that's what my wife and I said about doing. We made a commitment to tithe out of our business from the very beginning, and we always felt like that we had to be excellent stewards over not only the finances, but also over the people God entrusts us to shepherd.
Jeff, it's been great having a conversation today. Thanks for joining us, and to all, until next time, peace be with you.